StormSmart can enhance and protect your home 365 days a year. With our smart hurricane and lifestyle products designed to keep the inside in and the outside out. And our over 100,000 plus installations, local manufacturing, comprehensive warranty, and the largest service department in the industry. Are you ready? Call now or visit stormsmart.com to schedule your free in-home consultation today and get guaranteed installation before hurricane season.
Time, weather, and always.
How you doing, everybody? I'm Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. Heat, still the hot topic of weather conversation, right? Just smashed the previous record for rainfall in Tampa. It's still a very nice day. We've got some clouds out there, even a couple of sprinkles as another front rolls through the area. Most of us wake up to sunshine and then very warm temperatures in the afternoon. Our temperatures, they're going up and they're staying up. Really nice forecast, especially if you're planning on going to the beach or the pool. Rain chances very slim. Another beautiful day in store. It's going to bring us a very high chance of storms. Some isolated showers across the area. Mother Nature likes to remind us that it isn't set by a calendar. We're always on it for you just in case things begin to pop.
Streaming from the ABC Action Weather Center in Studio A. Dennis Phillips Live. Brought to you by StormSmart. Get guaranteed installation before hurricane season.
How you doing, everybody? It is a Thursday night edition of Dennis Phillips Live, and we are getting into the time of the year where it's usually, well, the calm before the storm, I guess we would say, because, you know, usually February and March, April and May, it's less significant weather. Excuse me. Cough never goes away, and more chit chat. So let me preface this right off the bat, and we are streaming on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Facebook. Apparently there's a new policy going on with Facebook where any live that they have is deleted automatically after 30 days. So if for whatever reason there is a episode of DPL that you just have your heart's content to you just can't not see it again, then you can apparently download it. I don't know why. Maybe they're dealing with memory loss or something, as I often do. But at the end of the day, that is a new policy going on here. So I have a couple of questions for you before we get into weather. We have a cold weather advisory / snuggle alert / wind chill advisory in effect for the area. Tonight is also Thursday night, so it is a famous treat night here at ABC Action News. It's been going on for 30 and a half years, where back in the day, Drew Soysher and Wayne Shattuck and Marty Tucker and Brendan McLaughlin all took part. They were our main evening anchors back when the station started back in '94. I was the morning guy. Wendy wasn't here. Paul wasn't here. Well, truth be told, I guess I was the only on-air person that's left from that original hiring group back in the middle 1990s. But point is, they started this treat night festivities, and even though Walt Makaborski, who's now in Austin, Texas, tried to change it to dessert night, it is still treat night in our hearts. So every Thursday night, someone brings a treat. We had one person who brought a veggie platter one year. We've not seen his body since. Joking. I think he still works here. But treat nights are not veggie platters. Treat nights are sweets. And that is our night tonight. So who do we have going on here tonight? Excuse me. Stephen in Clearwater. I saw you were here. Debbie, good to see you. Leisha, as always. You know, Leisha is near and dear to my heart. By the way, we do our hellos. If you're on Insta or TikTok, you'll be missing a lot of these comments. But Leisha had a sister, excuse me, Patty Sue Moore. Patty Sue was just an absolute sweetheart of a young lady and used to send birthday cards to me and Wendy, used to always talk about wanting to come. Patty Sue passed away years ago, but whenever I see Leisha, it always reminds me of Patty Sue, who was just a wonderful person. So Leisha, thanks for stopping by. Paula, how you doing? Sarah, good to see you. Sherilyn Ruskin. Bradenton's in the house with Kathleen. Dave, good to see you. Nicole and Misty. And Sarah is ready for the cooler weather. You are, it's here. Home Sass is in the house with Karen. Land O'Lakes, nice to see you. Sandy, how long will this cold weather last? A day and a half. That's it, Sheila. And then it will be gone. How you doing? Bonnie, Plant City, Bobby. We will be in Plant City. Paula Groen and I will be live in Plant City next Thursday night for the Strawberry Festival, the start of the Strawberry Festival. Kelly, good to see you. Anna, Nokomis is in the house. By the way, Cheryl, Nokomis is the hometown of my daughter Ryan's new teammate on her softball team. These folks are driving all the way from Nokomis to be a part of Ryan's 10U softball team. That is commitment. That is a massive commitment. We welcome her with open arms. She's going to be a good little pitcher for the team. I will give you guys an update. Their first turn. Prudy, how you doing? Good to see you from Spring Hill. Say hello to your lovely daughter. Ryan's first tournament with the new team is on Saturday. And yeah, so, you know, as I've told a lot of you folks, so Ryan is the youngest, who always played up. So in other words, she was 8 or 9 and played up with the 10 or 11-year-olds because those were her friends and she wanted to hang with them, and she got pretty good. She's a good little catcher. But those girls all had to move up to 12 and under, and there were already girls on that team. So Ryan and a few of her teammates who were still 10 stayed back and are doing so until July when they can move up. But they were in desperate need of a starting pitcher, so I put the call out there on my social media page, and there was an answer, and Montgomery will be pitching, probably our starting pitcher on Saturday. I do not know. I'm not a coach of the team, but my assumption is she will certainly be playing. And welcome to the team. I will give you guys updates on Tuesday. So, should you bring in your plants? Jamie wants to know. I say no. I say it is not necessary. No. I can't do it. Can't do it. Gonna have well, let's just say, okay, there are no Cash App requests on DPL, okay? So I'll just leave it at that and see if it's spam or if it's actually somebody, a real person trying to do it. Thanks for the stars, Cindy. All stars go toward, Christy rather, all stars go to Children's Miracle Network, so appreciate it. Same thing to Sandy as well. Thank you very much. So let's go ahead and Nokomis is south of Venice, Margaret. So yeah, that is a commitment. That is a major commitment. So let's go ahead and jump in. We got some stuff by the way, got a question for you guys, all right? So how many of y'all have ever, and then we'll talk about the plants and the freezing and everything, but I got a far more important question. How many of you guys have ever left a little soda in one of the mini fridge freezers at a hotel and it exploded everywhere? I'll be waiting. I'll be looking for your answers. So in other words, Don, you'll be fine in Mexico. So I repeat, how many of you had a little soda? This is my little bitty Diet Dr. Peppers. How many of you went to a hotel that had a fridge and you brought your own soda because you save money, which I do every time? And how many of you guys have taken that soda and put it in the freezer compartment or turned the thermostat on those freezers all the way down and the soda's exploded everywhere? Louise says, yes, you have done it. Patrick says, yes, Patrick has done it. Lynn has not. I have done it on countless occasions. It is a mess, Christy. Mini ginger ale with Stephen. So yes, it looks like Sheila does not drink soda. Jennifer has. So I will tell you flat out, yes, I have done it on many occasions and just did it again. So, because I got a little mini pack, 12-pack, and threw them in there in the freezer and forgot about it. Because you just forget. Jody is still hiding, and I don't know why. Just water bottles. Well, that works. And Dawn's done it in her own. Dawn, I have not seen you in a while. Dawn is part of our original DPL group. Renee's done it, but it's been a minute. Beth does not drink soda. Sue does not drink soda. Oh boy, left your soda in a trunk. Never done it. It is a mess. So anyway, yes, I was guilty for that. All right, just curious as I was looking at my soda, the one that was not frozen. Okay. So here we go. Too many times from Ahmed. So it's happened many, many times, as Fernando's done it as well. Okay, so here is a look. I want to mention one thing. Gosh, it says you're hiding. Your messages are automatically hiding, Joni, and I don't know why. I have to hit unhide for them to show, and I am. So, okay. I came in and this graphic had already been created. Yeah, it's showing hidden. I do not know why. That's really strange. So either Allie or Greg or Shay made this graphic. Thank you, Julie. Very kind of you. Again, all proceeds benefit Children's Miracle Network. So if you see where it says, bring in pets and plants, underneath there, it had a line that said, layer up your clothing. Now, Christy, thank you very much. Again, very kind. I had to delete that because I just think layering clothing is just a little bit much. It's a little too much of an extreme. So Vicky, you are hidden too. I don't know why, but it's not me. But you are hidden, and so is Jody. Vicky and Jody are hidden. It's just really weird. So anyway, according to either Allie or Shay or Greg, layer up in the morning because it's going to be really cold. I think that's a little bit overboard. It's a little overkill. It's going to be in the 30s tomorrow morning, and someone brought up the point, do you need to cover your plants? The answer is no, okay? If the air temperature is 35, here's a question. If you leave your dog dish outside, okay, there's some dog dish and it's full of water, and you put it outside. If it's 35 degrees outside, but the wind chill is 11 billion below zero, will the water in the dog dish freeze? All right? The wind chill is 11 billion below zero, but the air temperature is 35. So will it freeze? That is my question. Ryan says he'll be layered. Sandy is the first correct. The answer is no. No matter what, it will not freeze if the air temperature is 35 degrees. People ask where Nokomis is. Yeah, it's north of Venice and south of Sarasota. That's a commitment. That is a commitment. So that is why you do not need to cover your plants tonight. And by the way, the wind chill will not be 11 billion below zero. It will be about 25, as you see right here. So I don't know. As a true Floridian, if you got to layer up, then more power to you. I don't think it's going to be that cold. It's going to feel like it's in the 20s. That's chilly. But the air temperature will still be in the mid-30s. Okay? All right. So we've got that out of the way. It does have to be 32 to freeze. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You're a hidden, Vicky. I'm not going to unhide it right now, so you'll see. You're definitely hidden, and I do not know why. Correct. Wind chill is how it feels against the skin. You know what? Stand by. Let's see if I have this. There is a graphic that the Weather Service put out, and I'm going to share it with you because I posted it on Facebook a minute ago in case you didn't see it. And because the Weather Service took such time and cares about us so much that they wanted to make a little graphic about how wind chill affects you. So here it is. All right, let me get rid of this, get rid of my name, and there you go. Okay, so there is the graphic from the Weather Service that tells you the stronger or the science of wind chill. So I don't know if you guys can read this or not, but there it is. When it is windy, interestingly enough, the temperature actually, it's more difficult for it to get colder. The atmosphere mixes up, So that is the way it is. So when it is windy out, it is less likely to get colder, in Florida at least. When it's not windy, when it's calm, historically, that is when we will get our coldest temperatures. You can't read it? Yeah, it's hard to read. I'm with you. But here, let me see what it is. I can't even read. I'll be honest, I can't read it either. But anyway, this is just the Weather Service graphic, and I thought it was cute. So there it is. All right, so let's keep going. Let's talk about the forecast through the weekend and into next week. All right, so there again is your cold weather alert, cold weather advisory. Used to be known as a wind chill advisory. The Weather Service just changed the name this year. It's the exact same thing. You do not need to cover your plants. You do not need to cover your plants. The wind chills will be in the 20s and 30s, but the air temperatures will be in the middle 30s. Yeah, Patrick, Mount Washington got to something like, what was it, 61 below, I think, or something? I can't remember. Auburndale, Patty, how you doing? All right, so temperatures right now in the low to mid 50s. Crystal River, Brooksville 54, Zephyr Hills 54, low 60s. Avon Park, Sebring. Pinellas and Hillsborough County, there are your current temperatures. Who's going to win the hockey game tonight, by the way? The USA or Canada? What do you think? Maria, your chickens will be cold, but they will not freeze. Wind chill advisory pretty much for the entire Bay Area. This high temperature, I have my doubts. It said Sebring hit 78. I don't think that's right. It's possible, I guess. I haven't looked at the obs. But, oh, Bennington is in the pipes for USA? I don't believe that. If that's the case, oh, for Canada. Okay, that's right. Yeah, because what's his face? Hellenbach or whatever is the USA goalie. 55 and partly cloudy right now. Northwest winds at 8 miles an hour. You guys are all up with the USA. I'm with you on that too. I'm with you. We got a better goalie. I think Bennington isn't he the Blues goalie? I think. But yeah, we have the hotter goalie. 66 the high today. The morning low dropped down to 58. Boy, you all are saying USA. Kevin from Winter Haven comes up with USA. Land O'Lakes will get down to 34. Flex Gregory Halstead. That's a name. I'm a fan. All right, there's a satellite. There's Futurecast. Joel said a bolt or 3. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are the Bolts going to get 3 goals? John Cooper is the coach of Canada. That is true. That is correct. He is. All right, so there's Futurecast. Futurecast looks good. We will not freeze tomorrow morning. Dave is going with Canada, as is Dominic. Everybody else is USA. See, I thought, well, no, Debbie, I thought it's Hellenbach or whatever the heck his name is, because he's been super hot. I mean, there's no way he's not the goalie. And I also believe it's going to be played like a Game 7. So for those who are interested in my Hard Rock prediction, I would say under 5.5 goals is my prediction. Because I think usually, you know, on those kind of games, like a Game 7 or a championship game, a lot of times they play it a little bit closer to the vest, but I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. So, oh, I got you. Okay. 3 Bolts in the Canadian team, 1 Bolt in the American team. Got it. Thank you. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see. Thank you, guys. I actually did not know that. I've not paid a lot of attention to it, to be honest. However, I did have Sweden over the U.S. because I had a feeling Sweden, day before yesterday, they had something to play for. It was a meaningless game for the USA, and Sweden had not won a game, so I had a feeling they would be victorious at plus 160, and they were. All right, so anyway, back to the forecast. Yeah, let's take this full. Again, you don't need to see me on this. Okay, stand by. And then we'll look at the models for the next 7 to 10 days. This will not be the last cold front, Rye. This will not be the last cold front. Not even close. Matter of fact, I think we'll get one next Thursday. All right, so Futurecast looks good. Late Sunday into Monday, another disturbance and the chance of a couple of showers. That's kind of what we're looking at. All right, let's talk about temperatures. Tomorrow morning, these are your actual forecast lows, okay? This is not the wind chill. So I repeat. So this is why we are not expecting a freeze, because while the wind chills will be in the 20s, the air temperature will be above freezing. Seminole, 42. Pinellas Park, 42. South Tampa, 40. Lutz, 37. Oldsmar, 39. West Chase, 38. Shay, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's a. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see if this is spam or not, because it's making me laugh. Yeah, it's not spam. It's just funny. Okay. Low to mid 30s. All right, look. I think it's possible Crystal River or Brooksville could get down to 33 or maybe even 32. The high tomorrow, Renee, I will just about be there with the high. Just about be there. So again, there are your forecast lows for tomorrow morning. See them? Lower 40s like Lakeland, Bartow, Duet, Bradenton, Sarasota, Venice, Nokomis, Bartow, Lake Wales. So it will not freeze. Okay? All right, so let's go to the next one. Rainfall. Nothing on Friday, nothing on Saturday, nothing on Sunday. Although late Sunday night into early Monday, there could be a bit of rain. Could be. And I'll show you that with the models shortly. So there is a look. No, guys, Steve has been in our chat for a long time. Long time. So he's part of our original group. Matter of fact, Steve shows up at my house sometimes for the Christmas lights. So he's part of our original group. He just wants to make sure that I see his post. It's okay. All right. 60s and low 70s. There's the next 10 days. You see a little bit of a warm up on Sunday. Maybe a chance of some showers on Monday where the temp drops. But we stay in the mid 70s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then another cold snap with a front the end of next week. All right? Yes, Kelly, he does. He's been around for a long time. No, Diane. No. Nope. All right, so for the boaters, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet, choppy on the bay and inland waters. Water temperature 68 degrees. Your sunrise tomorrow morning, 7:02, sunset at 6:26. The days are getting longer. All right, so who would go to the beach with these kind of temperatures? Riddle me that one. Go ahead and tell me. 42, sunny all day. You'll still get burned. Anybody going to any spring training games this weekend? Lunchtime, middle 50s, highs in the lower 60s. Water temperature in the upper 60s. So is anybody planning on going into spring? Who would go to the beach with these temperatures? Is there anybody in this chat? I say no. I don't believe they would. He didn't do anything, Ann. He just posted a good bit. But he does that sometimes because if I don't comment, he thinks maybe I didn't see it. And that's okay. Wow. Now, Tammy would, because Tammy is in Saskatchewan, I think, or something like that. Jody, you're still hidden. I have to unhide you. What is up with that? I don't understand. It's very strange. I believe somebody said Saskatchewan. Vero Beach is in the house. How you doing, Anthony? So the snowbirds and the Canadians probably would. But would you, if you're not a snowbird or a Canadian? I'm with you, Maria. Heck no. Sean, how about, you know what? Stand by. I got to talk to Sean for a second. All right, Sean, we got to talk. All right, look. Sean, this is your time of the year, right? This is your time when the 540 line gets close to us. So where the heck have you been? Like, I'm going to tell you, last year you missed something. I can't remember what it was because the Governor's Hurricane Conference, I think. So, look, if you are going to be loyal, you got to be in a little bit more often than this. And don't tell me you can't be around because you can watch DPL on your phone. I have heard there's people walking down Publix, pushing their cart, and they've got DPL on their phone. So don't tell me you can't watch. I know you can. So I'm scolding. Sean. I expect more of you. Just like I tell my kids, I expect more of you, Sean. I just do. All right. Anyway, there's your beach forecast, and there is the 7-day. And let us go to the models because they will be showing some interesting things. All right. 63 Friday and sunny. 70 on Saturday and sunny. 71 on Sunday and sunny, maybe the chance of a couple of showers late. That's what it was. Missed the live show because of the GH. I knew there was something you missed last year because of the Governor's Hurricane Conference. Yes, Debbie, Sean is being scolded. I mean, Sean is part of our group, although he did show up at my house for Christmas lights last year. Did you make it this year, Sean? I don't remember. I don't think you did. If you did, I don't think I saw you. Or did I, and I just don't remember. But I know you were there last year. Yes, Steve, there is a big hockey game tonight. We have been talking about that. Most, except for 2 people, are picking USA for the win. I'm taking under 5.5. All right, so let's look at the models, shall we? All right. Did I look at this? Yeah, okay, so here we go. So here's a look at the GFS 12Z. There is Friday. Get your 540 line. It's over South Carolina. There is Saturday. Now there's your low in the Gulf on Sunday. And look where it does. It brings the chance of a few showers on Monday. That's the GFS. All right, well, let's look and see what the Euro shows on that. Here's the Euro. Here's the Euro on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning. So the Euro and the GFS are both more bullish south of I-4 with the rain on Monday. See the Euro? Pretty bullish on some rain possibilities. Here's the GFS. Heaviest down south. See that? So the GFS and the Euro both have higher chances south of I-4 on Monday. There's Tuesday, no 540 line. There's Wednesday, there's Thursday, there's Friday. Now, here it is, Sean. You will appreciate this, okay? Look at the 540 line. We talked about this on Tuesday's DPL, and we said we'll see if the models continue to show it. If you get cyclogenesis, if you get strong development of low pressure off to the north, it is going to help drag cold air all the way down to Florida next Friday. That will fall into the category, I will believe it when I see it. It is certainly possible, but developing cyclogenesis a week out and bringing that much cold air is I don't want to say it's a rare thing, but it is by no means worth going out on that limb a week in advance. Let's see if the Euro shows it. And the Euro, still, here's Florida. The Euro does bring the 540 down to Ocala, down to Florida next Friday. There it is. And the Florida version of it, there it is. There's your 540 line. That's your freezing line. So, both the GFS and the Euro bring another big cold snap next Friday. Again, I will be live at the Strawberry Festival on Thursday. Let's look at the Euro AI, see what it shows. I bet it's not going to be nearly as bullish. And it's not nearly as bullish. Not even close. So, and my inclination is probably the Euro AI is going to be right, not the other one. But we'll get it. We'll talk about that a little bit more in just a second. Yep, that's the 540 line. Cyclogenesis, Dominic. Streamers, thanks for watching. We will see you on Tuesday, or tune into Facebook now. Okay, streamers are gone. So, not Sega Genesis, although that's very funny. Cyclogenesis, low pressure development. You've heard of bombogenesis? Same thing. You've heard of cyclogenesis? It's just development of low pressure. It's just every now and again you got to throw in a little fancy sciencey word. You just got to do it. I don't have to ban myself on that. It's just kind of something you want to do. You like to throw a little sciencey stuff from time to time. Keep you on your toes. Okay. So Sega Genesis, pretty funny. All right, so let's get going. Back to where we were. So when we look at the Euro AI, it does not bring nearly as much cold air. Oh boy, but it does the following Sunday. So I repeat, this is what we've been saying. Now here's the Euro. The Euro brings it down next Friday. The GFS brings it down next Friday. The GFS is a little less bullish. And it does bring another storm, potentially for the East Coast. So the reports of winter's demise have been greatly exaggerated, as we've been saying for a while. Steve, it's okay. You're not angering anyone. It's just, it's all good. It's all good. Sometimes when stuff comes up and comes up and comes up, people are a little concerned that it might be a spammer. But if they don't know you, it's not a spammer. Steve's not a spammer. It's all good. Yeah, Tony, I'm kind of with you. I don't see it snowing in Pinellas County. We're not going out in too much of a limb on that one, are we? But, end of the day, let's recap. Let's recap with the Euro over the next 10 days. Tomorrow morning, 540 line in the Carolinas. Tomorrow evening, all right? Saturday morning, not as cold as Friday morning. No freeze tomorrow morning. Do not need to cover your plants. Prudy, again, thanks for stopping by. Prudy stopped by with her lovely daughter at our Christmas display. She does it most every year, which is awesome. We love that. All right, so there's Sunday morning. Look at the low in the Gulf. Sunday afternoon, it's in Texas. Moving across the Gulf Sunday night. 1 a.m. overnight, Sunday night, Monday morning. And then it kind of brings most of the rain south of I-4 on Monday. All right, then that low starts to develop and pull away, okay? But look Thursday, look at that low coming into Minnesota. It starts to dig down. You see phasing going on, both that two areas of low pressure. Giant trough behind that developing low, which is going to be big snow for Pennsylvania and New York if this were to happen in a week. It's been showing it now for 2 or 3 days, by the way. And it's been showing that 540 line all the way down to Central Florida, too. So we will label that as I'll believe it when I see it. But that is something that we will keep our eyes on. All right. It is about hockey time. I see the giant screen over. So I was looking at, we have our giant monitor over here, and we've got the hockey game on the giant monitor. So it's not started yet, but it's about to. That would be next Friday, Crowley Museum and Nature Center. Next Friday. Tomorrow morning, 30s. Wind chills. Here, let's recap. Wind chills in the 20s. Here, let's just go back. Zoop. Zoop. Yeah, let's go back and show you real quick the advisories one more time. All right, so last thing. Here are, right here, wind chill advisory / cold weather advisory means the same thing. From 2 a.m. to 9 a.m., wind chills in the 20s. Air temperature remaining above freezing. Now look, If you live in Crystal River and you're 33 or 34 and you've got some plants that don't do well in cold, you might want to cover them anyway. But we are not going to freeze. It's going to be too windy for the freeze. But it's going to be cold, and that wind is why the wind chills are going to be as low as you see right now in the 20s to lower 30s. All right? So that is it. Yes, it is a snuggle alert, Kat. Thank you for reminding me. You guys have a great night, and we will see you next Tuesday when I will give you an update on Ryan's first tournament, softball tournament, as well as the upcoming potential secondary front. That's on our next edition of Dennis Phillips Live. You guys have a great night. We'll see you then.